What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we will be talking about the entire Jonathan Majors situation with him being found guilty in the court of law and him being fired from playing the role of Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. I'll be talking about my whole opinion on whether he was rightfully called guilty in the court of law, and I will also be talking about where does this leave Marvel now that they have just lost their big bad, or at least the main actor to play their big bad for this entire multiversal saga. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing I will be talking about is the entire Jonathan Majors court situation, and I'm going to talk a little bit on it and give my opinion on the entire situation. Honestly, in my opinion, I think that he was falsely and wrongfully called guilty in that court of law. The entire situation is his crazy girlfriend's fault. I don't know how he was even called guilty when they have literal live footage of her chasing him around town like a ghost face chasing after his first victim. This looks like some stuff that you would see out of a movie that was captured by the camera and needed for evidence for the detective to find out who the killer is. There's no way she literally was just I'm gonna chase you down. I'm really about to chase you down. And they still have the audacity to call this man guilty. That's all I'm gonna say. But now let's talk about the MCU and where does this leave them now they have just lost their big bad of the multiverse saga. The MCU has two options here. One, forget about Kang, throw him away, end him off, and get a new villain. Or two, recast him and keep the same thing going. And in my opinion, I think it's kind of I'm not going to say a 50-50 because I'm more so on one side than I am on the other. And I'm going to say just recasting Kang, probably their best option. I know that the entire Kang thing is kind of messy as far as like his character goes and how he's been introduced in the MCU and how he's been shown, especially in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania when he got attacked and defeated by all those ants. I'm still very triggered by that entire scene. Especially when that's the new big bad, the new Thanos of this saga, and he gets annihilated by ants. Anyways. But other than that, I feel like if they were to just forget about the character, it would cause a lot of confusion for the fan base and fans watching the MCU. I know that some people just watch the MCU movies just because they're entertaining. When they hear a new movie's coming out, they're like, oh, I'll check it out because it's Marvel. It might be good. But if they have been following along with Kang being the big bad, and then out of nowhere they just scrap Kang and just get a new villain, I feel like that's going to confuse a lot of fans and it's going to have them questioning what's going on. It's going to have the MCU looking like the current DCU. And plus, I feel like if they were just to recast Kang and just say it's another variant, that wouldn't confuse fans because Kang the Conqueror is a multiversal villain and he has variants throughout the multiverse. So just bringing in a new actor to play or portray Kang would not be too confusing, and Marvel can just explain it by saying this is another Kang variant who will essentially be the big bad of the Marvel Universe since Jonathan Majors is cut from that role. And speaking of the DCU, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the actor that played the villain of Aquaman 2 and 1 is in talks with joining Marvel, and I think that he will be a perfect replacement for Kang the Conqueror. I've also heard about that one actor that played in the Star Wars movies. I don't know his name, that's why I'm saying that one actor, because I don't know his name. But he played in the Star Wars movies, and I saw a fan art of him playing or portraying Kang, and it looked pretty good, but I doubt that's going to happen because apparently he has problems with Disney, and he most likely will not be coming back to play any type of Disney-related roles and Marvel. So that's most definitely not going to happen. But this fan art looks really good, and I think he'd be a really good replacement. But I fear that Marvel is going to take the entire and completely different route and just go with scrapping and taking away Kang, just leaving him done for good, because they have changed Avengers Kang Dynasty and renamed it Avengers 5. I feel like that's a big hint at them just saying, we're not going to do Kang anymore. We're going to bring in a new villain. And if they do, I feel like the main villain that pops up in my head and most fans' heads is Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom in the comics has been related to the Secret Wars timeline and story, so it would match up with that. And honestly, I'd be pretty excited to see Doctor Doom as a villain. So if they do go that route, I really hope that they do it like really smoothly and great, where it doesn't defect the MCU but improves it even more. But I'm not gonna lie, Marvel has not been looking too good, especially with all the reviews I've been hearing about the Marvels movie. Still haven't seen it, by the way. Hopefully I do see it soon. But yeah, they haven't been doing pretty good. I feel like there are only 2 good movies this year were Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share. And turn on those post notifications so you can notify when I post a new video. Now without further ado, I'll see you all in my next one. God bless you. And Merry Christmas.